Hey guys, I thought I'd give you an update on the markets as of today, and I'm kind of too lazy to write something, so let's just do a little video. So what I want to talk to you about is the stock market. Last week, you can see that we had this, the market was struggling at this resistance for multiple times. It finally pulled back, huffed and puffed, and blew straight through resistance. This should have been the end of any sort of bearish hopes, and we should be testing all-time highs now. What this is looking increasingly like is this has opened up the possibility of this being a failed breakout. Now, you can see it more easily on the E-mini. Now, if this is a failed breakout above this level, then this is a low probability outcome in falling from here. Now, we know that it's absolutely axiomatic that a low probability outcome would cause a bigger move than you would expect. So ordinarily, after a move like this, I would expect pullbacks to be reasonably contained to sort of here or so. But if this is a false break and then a pullback, we could conceivably expect a bigger move down to at least here, and then maybe retest this, and who knows? Who knows? It's all too opaque, far out in the future to start be guessing at that. But what I want to point out is that we have increasing evidence that this is indeed a false breakout. So it's not certain yet. So what do we have here? We have a big high. We have a pullback which overshot the previous breakout level. So if this was just retesting the breakout level, it probably would have stopped here. Now, at this point, we have a hammer candle which should have got the dip buyers in. If you saw the breakout, if you're a bull and you see this hammer candle and it breaks up the highs, you should be buying here. So what we have here is a situation where the bulls should be heavily invested here, and yet the bulls are not being invested. And in fact, the next day, the bulls have failed. So we have a significant high, lower close, higher close, retest variation, sell setup, and we also have a potential retest variation buy setup. So we have a very interesting setup where if the market goes above here, we're probably going to keep going up. If the market does not break this line and continues to go down, we're probably going to have a more substantial retrace here. So at this moment, the odds when we broke out were probably, 75% in favor of the bulls. 2 days ago, they were, 50-50. Now it's starting to look, honestly, it's still really 50-50, but it's 50-50, and if we go down a little bit from here, this is probably going to catch a lot of bulls by surprise. And when we catch people by surprise, when traders are caught by surprise, that's when everything goes completely pear-shaped for them, and that's when we get the really bigger moves. So I'm very interested in the market at the moment. We just don't have enough information. I think right now the odds favor, risk-reward favor, a short setup with a stop loss here, with a target at least 2 to 1 ROA. All right.